Hey, Xena the Witch. Xena the Witch, we haven't seen you in a while. Welcome in. Xena the Witch. Hey, Selena Kyle. Frothy. Oh, Froggy. Yeah, Froggy book tonight. Yes, Selena Kyle, we definitely have Froggy tonight. We'll be starting out with a Froggy book. Avery Rose, welcome in. I'm with the late night crew. Yes, Avery. You're with the West Coast feed tonight. You are in the West Coast feed with an East Coast vibe. I gotta keep track of which Froggy books we've read so far. We've got a ton of them. Hey, Julia, welcome in. We love a good Froggy book. Did I read this one? Let me see. Guys, did I read this one? Froggy Goes to Bed. Did I read this one to you guys yet? Hey, Gracie Gray, welcome in. You haven't heard that one yet? Okay. We'll start out with that one. Froggy Goes to Bed. Hey, Magali, welcome in. We missed you on the East Coast feed. We're just getting started. We just signed on. We just signed on. You guys are getting some really good titles tonight. You guys are getting some really good titles tonight. You're just in time. Yes, just in time. Sorry for the yawns, guys. I don't know what's going on. Today was a long day. Had 2 meetings today, back to back. 2 back-to-back meetings today. I just got my newborn daughter to sleep, and now I'm running. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I love it. Dennis Srebrenik. Okay, we have all our books picked out for tonight. Let me look in the stacks to see what we have for tonight. First Moon Brushes with the Gods. Whites. Let's see. I have to, can't wait for the reading. Yes, same here, Gracie Gray. Yes, Avery Rose, same as well. I'm trying to pick the really good titles tonight because you guys got four in a row yesterday. 4 in a row, back-to-back titles. Oh, I didn't read you guys. Oh, we have to read this one. We have to go back. I read you guys Otis yesterday, but I didn't read you guys the original, the first Otis. So you guys are getting a Froggy and an Otis tonight. All right. Yes, Avery Rose. Love it. Love it. We'll begin in a couple of minutes. We'll just wait maybe like 2 or 3 minutes. Let's pour some tea. Tonight we're drinking jasmine tea. We got our new lavender bergamot candle tonight, burning. We love a good lavender candle. Mm. We love our jasmine tea. Yeah, lavender and jasmine. Very springy, huh? We're in a spring kind of mood. Thank you so much, Selena Kyle. I appreciate that. We got 14. It will begin in a couple of minutes. Let me get some of these cameras adjusted here. We are on YouTube. We are on Instagram. Oh no! Excuse me, guys. I'm so sorry. Akai tennis. 112 fever. I hope you feel better. Thank you so much for the gift. I really appreciate that. Guys, look at how pretty our tree looks. Our tree, the butterfly. I love this butterfly right here. It's so pretty. And then the blue butterfly right here. And then our little chickie. Our Easter eggs. Lots of memories. Lots of fun memories. We have our bird right here. Our shamrock. Shamrocks. Very cute. Our bunnies. Oh, maybe 102. Srenbeck. Guys, we'll start in a couple of minutes. We're just waiting for the room to get filled. Okay. Selena Kyle, yes, Mother's Day is coming pretty soon. Yes. Let me see here. What are we doing? Oh, I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry. Guys. Okay, guys, let me turn on the main. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to set some limits on my thing. 1 second. All right, let's go ahead and begin. We're gonna start with Froggy. Hey, Victoria, welcome in. Froggy goes to bed. We love a good end page since we're all getting ready to go to sleep. This would be a great way to start the live. A lot of us ready in our PJs. Yes. Avery Rose goes to bed. We love a good Froggy book. We love to start a good Froggy book. It was late. Froggy was too pooped to pop. He'd been playing hard at Max's all day long. So it looks like all the Froggy books always start with him in bed, where he gets up. But this time he's too pooped to pop. Been playing at his friend's house all day. Froggy, called his mother. What? It's time for bed. No, cried Froggy. I'm not tired. Hi, Pinkheart. Welcome in. We love a good potbelly stove in our children's literature. Love a good potbelly stove in our children's literature. Why don't you take a nice bath, she said. We'll make it a bubble bath. Okay, said Froggy, but first I have to find my boat. Flop, flop, flop. Yeah, Julia, let me make sure that's correct. Let's see. Yeah. Here's a bed. This is Froggy Plays T-Ball. Let's see the next Froggy. Yep. He always starts in bed. Oh, JK, nice. Yeah, he was in bed for the Hawaii one too. And Froggy goes to the doctor. She'd love this book. And then there he is. Yeah, so his thing is he's always sleeping at night. So here he is taking a bath. Mom's getting the bath ready. Zip zop. He looked in the fridge. Nope. He looked beneath the sink. Not here. He looked in the laundry bin. Found it. And he took a bath. Splash, splash, splash. There he is taking his little bubble bath. Thank you for the gift. I really appreciate that. Now it's time to put on your pajamas, said his mother, and she wrapped him all cozy, warm in a towel. Okay, said Froggy, but first I have to find them. Flop, flop, flop. The mom. He looked on his floor. Nope. He looked in his toy chest. Not here. He looked behind the desk. I found them. And he put them on. Zoop. His little pajamas. Froggy, called his mother. What? It's time to brush, said his mother. Okay, said Froggy, but first I have to find my toothbrush. Flop, flop, flop. Mom has to go after him for everything. Hey, Kiki, welcome in. John, welcome in. Oh, your feet are restless. Restless foot. He looked in the fishbowl. Nope. He looked in his wastebasket. Not here. He looked in the cookie jar. I found it. And he brushed his gums. Brush, brush, brush. Looking for his toothbrush. He's got to find it. Froggy, called his mother. What? I bet you want your Huggy, said his mother. Yep, said Froggy. I have to find my Huggy. Flop, flop, flop. That's cute. They have their little routine. His little pajamas. Oh, thank you for the mustache in the hat. I really appreciate that. Who sent that? Selena Kyle, thank you. Oh, here it is. It's under the stove. Bonk. And he gave it a hug and climbed into bed. Now it's time to sleep, said his mother, and he gave him a goodnight kiss. Okay, said Froggy, but first I need a snack. Then I'll go to sleep. And he hopped out of bed. Flop, flop, flop. Oh, there was his little Huggy. That's so cute. Love a good potbelly stove. I don't care what kind of book it is. If it's got a potbelly stove in it, we love it. And there he goes. Before he goes to bed, he needs a snack. He needs a snack. Munch, crunch, munch. He ate a bowl of flies. Then crawled back into bed. Now go to sleep, Froggy, said his mother. She was getting a little tired herself. Okay, said Froggy, but I'm thirsty. And you have to close the closet. And open my door just a crack, and turn the nightlight down just how I like it. Then I'll go to sleep. He's got all these demands. I love it. He's got to get a drink of water. Thank you for the rose, Selena Kyle. I really appreciate that. And open my door just a crack and turn the nightlight down just how I like it. Oh, fiddlesticks, said his mother, and got him a glass of water. Oops, cried Froggy, looking more red in the face than green. It spilled. Now Froggy's starting to be a pain in the butt. Look at the mom's face. She's like, oh, fiddlesticks, and gave him a glass of water. And then he spills it. Aye, Froggy. Oh, Froggy, said his mother. She wiped it up. Then got him another glass of water. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Closed the closet. Slam. Opened his door just a crack. Creak. And turned down the light just right. Now go to sleep, she said. These moments only last for a bit, so might as well spoil them. But not too much. Hey, Mexicana, welcome in. Okay, said Froggy, but first, will you read me a story? Of course, dear, she yawned. And she read. And she read. And she read. Till the book dropped. Thump. And she fell asleep, snoring like a horse. So she started reading him a book. And she ended up falling asleep. That poor mom. Still awake. And she fell asleep, snoring like a horse. That's some good sleep. You know that mom got some good sleep. Good night, Mom, said Froggy. Then he closed his eyes and went to sleep. Zzz, aw. Kisses his mom good night, and then he falls asleep too. Good night, Froggy, said Mr. Owl, sitting on a branch. Hoo, hoo, hoo. The end. Froggy goes to bed. Good way to start the live. A good way to start the live. Froggy, you can never go wrong with a good Froggy book. You can never go wrong with a good Froggy book. Let's take a vote, 1 through 10. What do you guys think? What are we thinking for Froggy Goes to Bed? What are our votes tonight? I remember the gifts are used for craft days. Yes, Selena Kyle. The monies go into our craft fund. I don't know. Something about Froggy books. Yeah, Julia, Froggy books, really good. They're like the Bearstein Bears and the Little Critter books. Selena Kyle, 10 out of 10. Doe, 10. Avery Rose, 10. Avari, 8. Yes, any of the monies that get donated into the TikTok account go to our craft account on Wednesday. We're able to buy fun things like puffy paint. We bought puffy paint with our monies. Tomorrow we're going to have to go to Michael's to go get some chalk because the project that we're going to do tomorrow requires chalk. So we're going to have to dip into the funds. We are going to be, as soon as April is over, we're going to be working on our camping theme. Our sleeping tent is in here. So we're going to be changing it up. We're going to be decorating our reading tent with some lantern lights. And if I can get the camera just right, the flat screen is going to have the moon in the background with crickets. Guys, we're going to have a whole camping thing. It's going to be a huge thing. So, starting May 1st, we need to change things. April 30th is the midway point to Halloween. So we will be reading Halloween books. It's Wednesday, April 30th. We will be reading Halloween books for that day and then doing a project. We'll finish the week off and then we'll go into summer. We're going to go into summer. All right, our next book for the night Otis, Lauren Long, Otis. Yesterday, you guys got Otis and the puppy. You guys got this one yesterday. Now you guys are gonna get the original Otis. And then there's one more Otis. There's a fall Otis. You probably get that one on Thursday though, because tomorrow is Project Wednesday. We only read one book that day. Otis. Gotta make sure we turn those pages. There was once a friendly little tractor. His name was Otis. And every day Otis and his farmer worked together, taking care of the farm they called home. Otis liked to work. Guys, one of the things that we're going to really enjoy about this are the illustrations. These are high-end illustrations. Not your typical children's literature illustrations, but ones that you could possibly find in a museum somewhere. We have these rolling hills, the details of these rolling hills. And then look at the little farm in the background. And you've got the little windmill in the back there. You've got some trees, lots of rolling hills. We've got shading, dark shading. And then these pops of color that come up, these reds. And then these blues here. Otis and his farmer. Otis is like a 1950s tractor. But after working hard all day, Otis was ready to unwind and play. He would ride the rolling hills and skirt Mud Pond down by the corn. He would leapfrog bales of hay and explode through the haystacks. This is the typical day in Otis's life. After a day of working really hard with the farmer, he'd go play in the hills. He'd go by the mud pond, the corn stalks, and the birds flying away. He'd jump over the hay bales, explode out of the haystacks. Thank you so much for the puppy heart, Selena. I really appreciate that. On occasion, he would chase a rabbit or play Ring Around the Rosie with the ducks to the sound of his steady put-puff, putty-chuff. And sometimes at the end of the day, he would just sit under the apple tree and watch the farm below. Every night, tired but happy, Otis would putt-puff into the little stall in the barn that was all his. So after a day of work, he'd go out and play, get really tired. Then he would just sit underneath the apple tree and look over the valley. Look over the valley. And then he'd call it a night. Guys, look at this gorgeous piece of illustration. This gorgeous piece of illustration. We're back again with these black and whites sketchings. And these sharp lines here. We've got these points. Sharp lines. And then you have the little tractor here. And these pops of color, these reds. Isn't it, Allie? It's very pretty. Very Americana, very Midwest. Very Midwest Americana. And a pop of red in the back here. One night when Otis was fast asleep, the farmer brought a beautiful baby calf into the barn. The calf bawled and bawled for her mother. But when the sleepy sound of a soft put-puff, putty-chuff came from the next stall, the scared little calf stopped bawling and drifted off to sleep. So the farmer brought in a little calf. The little calf was taken away from its mom a little too soon, started crying. Then here comes Otis, turns on his motor, and the motor soothes him to sleep. And there you see him sleeping there. Again, gorgeous illustrations. These details. The stars. Pops of red. Hey, Anna, welcome in. A putty chuff. From that day on, the calf started following the little tractor wherever he went. Put, puff, putty chuff. She followed him over the rolling hills and down by Mud Pond. She was right behind him, leapfrogging bales of hay, and the calf made their games of Ring Around the Rosie all the better. So here they are playing together. Remember, for a while there, Otis was playing by himself, just enjoying life. Now he has a little calf friend to play with him. They'd make circles in the hay fields. They'd make in the cornfields. Sometimes at the end of the day, the two of them would just sit together under the apple tree and watch the farm below. Otis loved his little calf, and the little calf loved Otis. Aw. Look at how pretty that is. Isn't that a gorgeous illustration? I was telling the East Coast Library, they should open a children's literature museum with just books placed on tables and on stands with just a light beaming on them so that you can look through the pages. Because these works of art. Yesterday you guys got this one. The Lonely Mailman. Remember the gorgeous artwork in this one? Gorgeous. With just the right lighting and background. Beautiful. Okay, let's get back to the story. We're going to get back to the story. Then one day, the farmer surprised everyone with a brand new yellow tractor. Time to move out, Otis, said the farmer. He took Otis out of the little stall in the barn that was all his and parked him back behind the barn. Then he backed the yellow tractor into the stall next to the little calf. Aww. So here we get, this is where the story gets really good. This is where the story takes a turn. Little Otis playing with his friend, the new calf, but then he gets replaced by this huge yellow tractor. And look at the farmer. Otis, not too happy about that. Otis, not too happy. Not happy at all. Look at how mean this tractor looks. He means business. He means business, not here to mess around. We're not here for the fun things. We're not going to go playing afterwards. We're just going to work, and then we're going to go to bed. We're not playing anymore. We mean business, especially with these eyes and these bolts. But the little calf didn't like the big yellow tractor. He had a deep rumbling snore that shook the stall when he slept. There was no one to purr the little calf gently to sleep, no one to spend her days with. And Otis could not even see his farm as the weeds began to cover his tires. His friend often sat with him, but she could not get him to play like the old days. Otis been put in the back like an old car. The floral and fauna has been allowed to grow over him and in him and within him. And there's the calf, just looking at his friend. Looking at his friend. Hey, Lauren, welcome in. It was early summer when the farmer discovered a poster. Who has the prettiest calf in the land? Judges will decide at the county fair and award a fancy blue ribbon to the winner. The farmer knew the answer. He would show the little calf. But on the morning of the fair, the little calf was nowhere to be found. She had wandered down to Mud Pond by the cornfield to cool off. When she waded into the muddy water, her feet sank. With every step, she sank deeper and deeper and deeper. The little calf was stuck in Mud Pond. So the little calf wandered off. There's Mud Pond. Got in to cool off, and now he's stuck. And there's nobody to find him. And look at how far away the calf is. There's the farm. And then look at the cornfields. Oh, thank you so much for that heart. I really love that. Thank you, Lauren. Look at the cornfields here. We just see these rows and rows. But then up close here on this end here, you see the actual corn. You see the actual corn. Get the hands, the farmer shouted when he saw her. All the farm hands came running with their ropes, but the more they tugged, the more stuck the calf got. Chanty McLeland, Otis. Get the big yellow tractor, the farmer shouted. He can save her, but the big tractor got scared. But the big tractor just scared the little calf. She sank in deeper and deeper. Nearby farmers began to gather. So a lot going on here. A lot going on in the story. So the calf is stuck in the mud. So some of the farm hands tie a rope around her neck to bring her out. She can't get out though. The farmer even brings the yellow tractor, but it just scares the little calf. The rope ends up breaking. The farm hands, all in distress, have absolutely no idea what's going on. They have no idea how to get it. It's giving flashbacks of the never-ending story, right? Then call Fire Chief Douglas and the fire truck, the farmer shouted. They can save our little calf. But the sight of the big red fire truck startled the little calf even deeper. The farmer was fit to be tied. If the farmhands and the big tractor and even Fire Chief Douglas and his fire truck couldn't save the little calf, who could? Now the whole town is involved. Firefighters have come in. Look at the firefighters trying to get the little calf out. Everybody's just in astonishment. Hey, Prince Hairflip, welcome in. Farm animals are coming in to see what's going on. Look at the cars. 1930s, 1940s. It's giving that, what's that? What was that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio? It was a remake. It was originally, it's set in the 20s. It's got that aesthetic to it. Great Gatsby. Thank you, Samantha. Samantha, you're just hiding in the crowd, aren't you? Great Gatsby is what I was thinking of, Prince Hairflip. Yeah. Suddenly, the little calf's ears perked up. Over the hum of the growing crowd, there came a faint sound in the distance. A soft, rhythmic purr. Put, puff, putty, chuff. The crowd turned and looked. The sound... Samantha, you make me laugh. The sound became even louder. Put, puff, putty, chuff. And all at once, Otis puffed from around the barn. He turned and headed straight toward Mud Pond. So here we get the perspective of the little calf of what's going on. Yes, the good puff. This reminds me of chocolate, though. I just think of a big pond of chocolate. Imagine. Otis putt-puffed down the rolling hill and pulled right up next to the muddy water's edge. The calf heard her friend's puttering purr and bawled. It was something like a hello. Then, to the sound of his gentle chuff and the amazement of the people in the crowd, Otis slowly began to circle the pond. Oh, Otis to the rescue. Otis knows exactly what his friend needs. Otis saving the day. He circled, and the little calf turned and turned, never taking her eyes off her friend. Oh, so Otis is going to circle around. Then the little calf just follows. She probably went in a circle like this and then made her way out. I really like the way the illustrator did this. Thank you, Urban Fresh. I really appreciate that. I really like the way the illustrator broke this scene into four quadrants, to 4 parts. With each ring Otis made around Mud Pond, the muddy grip loosened until the calf was able to stumble out of the pond on her own. The two friends had found each other again. So she finally got out of the little calf got out of the mud pond. And then look at all the people at the bottom here cheering. Cheering. Isn't that a great scene? Otis led the calf right down the dusty road toward the village, and everyone threw flowers as they went, following them into town. It looked like a happy parade. No one needed a fancy blue ribbon to tell them that the calf was a special calf. Otis was a special tractor, and the two of them were special friends. So there's the calf, there's Otis, and then there's the whole village. The whole village came out. From that day on, the farmer discovered that with Otis's puttering purr beside the chicken coop, his chickens laid more eggs. At milking time, with Otis's gentle chuff nearby, his cows produced more milk. On occasion, Otis even got to join the farmer and the big yellow tractor out in the fields. But often, at the end of the day, Otis would just sit with his friend under the apple tree and watch the farm below. Oh, just the two of them back together again. The end. Otis. This is a good one. This one. You guys got Otis and the puppy yesterday. You guys got right into the action. But this is the one that starts it off. Otis, this is the introduction into the Otis universe. So we read this one yesterday, Otis and the puppy. We got this one today. Thursday, we're going to read Otis and the Scarecrow. We're going to love this one. This is definitely going to be one that we're going to have to buy for fall in August and September when we do all our fall literature. But that one's not until Thursday. All right, let's take a vote. So far, you guys have had Froggy Goes to Bed. Yes, definitely John a Halloween theme. Froggy Goes to Bed. We started the live out with this one. We love a good Otis book. You're right. Love a good book. And we've just discovered them this week, but we already love a good Otis book. Froggy Goes to Bed 1. Otis 2. I'm going to go with 2. My vote's for 2. In the comment section, let's see what your votes are. In the comment section, let's see what your votes are for tonight. While you guys do that, I'm going to drink some jasmine tea. Samantha, a 2. Samantha, were you in the East Coast feed? You weren't in the East Coast feed, were you? Allison Carey, 2. What's everybody thinking tonight? Magali Otis is such a cute book. Right, Magali? It was a good one. It's a good story, too. The illustrations on you can't beat the illustrations on that one. You just can't. You can't beat the illustrations. Let's see what else everybody is thinking tonight. We're already at 14K. You guys are doing an amazing job with the likes. No, I was taking care of some house projects. Oh, you're planning on redoing the floors? Nice. That's going to be a chore. Definitely a chore. Is it tile you're taking up or carpet? I'm interested in knowing what you're going to do. Okay. Let's move on to our next book. I thought this one was, the cover of this one is really cute. Carpet and making it into the vinyl plank. Ooh, nice. In a gray tan tone. Very nice. We love a good vinyl plank. We love a good vinyl plank. Angel and the Paper Trail. Isn't this a cute one? This one reminds me of the illustrator that drew Joe E. King for me. It's along the same lines. We love a good end page. We love a good end page. Angel and the Paper Trail. Angel was the new kid at a new school. He felt shy and alone. He wasn't sure how to make new friends. I'll be glad when it's done. Pets have too much. Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. I can imagine. I know, even with mine, the little dust bunnies. He felt shy and alone, and he wasn't sure how to make new friends. One day, while visiting the library, Angel scanned the colorful spines of books until one caught his eye. A bright orange book resting on the top shelf. That was the book he wanted. Lots going on these pages. We have to dissect each of the little things that we see here. So here's the bookshelf. And here's the orange book that he sees that catches his eye. So he's new to this school, doesn't have any friends. Looks like he goes to the library just to hang out. Library is always a safe space to go to when you're new. He's looking at all the books. Bean bags to sit down on. Yeah, books can become best friends. Exactly. He stood on his tippy toes and stretched out his arms, but he couldn't reach it. Then Angel noticed his taller classmate, Oliver, standing nearby. Surely he could reach it. Angel took a deep breath, took a few steps, and bravely asked Oliver for help. So he couldn't reach the book. So he sees his classmate, Oliver. It's a good way to introduce himself. Oliver happily stood on his toes and stretched out his arms and reached for the bright orange book. But just as he grabbed hold of it, a white folder piece of paper dropped out of the book. The white piece of folded paper falls out of the book. There's Oliver hiding. No, Oliver is taking it, and Angel is there. And landed right on top of Angel's head. Both boys giggled. They opened the piece of paper and read the words. I hope your day is as bright and sweet as the shining sun. Above the words was a picture of a sun with a great big smile stretching from beam to beam. Angel wondered who made it. A little note inside. Let's be detectives, Oliver exclaimed. We'll find out who wrote it. Angel agreed, but he had no idea where to start. He didn't know anyone at school, so he had no one to ask. Oliver examined the note. This handwriting looks like my friend Rose's. Let's ask her. They could have asked the librarian too, see who checked it out beforehand. But they think it's Rose. They're gonna go ask her first. Let's see if it's Rose. At recess, they found Rose on the swings. When they showed her the note, she responded, let's go ask B. She loves to draw the sun. So it wasn't Rose. We're going to go ask B. Because B, she just loves to draw the sun. She just loves to draw the sun. Look at the little bird at the top there. They found B rolling around in the soft grass. They rolled up beside her and showed her the note. Is this one of your creations? Rose asked. B shook her head. Let's ask Miles. He dots his eyes with hearts. It's his specialty. Yeah, still haven't found it yet. Still haven't found the person who wrote the note. So now they're going to go ask Miles, because Miles likes to dot his eyes with hearts. It's his specialty. They're pretty good detectives. So the group ran across the field to where Miles was skipping rope. I love drawing hearts, but those aren't mine, said Miles. The group was stumped, and recess was nearly over. Nope, Miles wasn't it. Miles was not it. Suddenly, a gust of wind swooped in, blowing the note out of Miles' hands. The group chased after it as fast as they could, but the wind carried it over to the playground and into the clouds. Angel's head dropped in defeat. Now we'll never find out who wrote it, he thought to himself. Miles determined. Miles determined. What a bummer, sighed Oliver. We were having so much fun. It's okay, we can play again tomorrow, said B. So they started to think of new ideas for tomorrow. And that's when Angel had an idea of his own. I love them. They didn't give up. I love these illustrations too. Very creative. He didn't have to find who wrote the note because he had found something even better. He had found friends. But he also remembered how it felt to be new, shy, and lonely. He wished for someone else to find a note, too. So he's being reflective. He realized that through all of that, he found some new friends. And he wished for someone else to find a note. Let's see what he does. So he declared, let's make our own note. Angel's friends loved the idea. Rose wrote the message, B drew the sun, and Miles dotted the eyes with his signature hearts. Oliver added a bluebird flying over B's radiant sun. Angel folded the paper into the shape of a swan and placed it neatly in a bright yellow book. So they all got together, wrote a note, and now they put it in a bright yellow book. They're passing it on. He then left it on the shelf, waiting to be found. cute, creative story. There's the red book, the book that started it all. So now they're going to take the yellow one and do the same thing. The and Angel and the Paper Trail. This is a good one. This one, a good one. Wasn't it, Samantha? A really touching story from one book to the end. Anna Ferguson, I give it hearts too. I agree. Okay, let's see where we're at. Froggy goes to bed. One, good way to start the live. Otis, no. I got the wrong Otis. Otis 2. And then Angel and the Paper Trail 3. Let's take a vote. What are your guys' votes? What are your guys' votes for tonight? What are our votes? What are we thinking tonight? Allison 3. Anna Ferguson 3. 2 still but tough. Yes, Samantha, I agree. Venus 3. Anna 2. Lexi Digital. Desi joined. Welcome in, Lexi Digital. We love a good jasmine tea. It's really good. Hits the spot. Okay, our last book of the night. This one's going to be a real treat. This one, it's going to be a real treat. You guys are going to love it. I'll take care of you. I'll take care of you. I saw this book. Not only is it the length of it or the height of it, but also the color of the cover is what drew me to it. I pulled it out. I gotta read this one. And then look at this end page. Different designs, patterns. We get checkered. We get some dark tones, some grays, some blues. You get some colorful stripes here, flowers, and some more squares, colorful squares. I'll take care of you. Once there was a tiny seed, so small in the great big world, it felt lost and lonely. Once there was a tiny seed, so small in the great big world, it felt lost and lonely. Guys, isn't this creative how they did this? The words here. Yes, the words are seed-shaped. I didn't pick that up, Anna Ferguson, you're right. No, we don't have nothing else on this page except for the little seed and the words. The sky, the water, and the earth saw it, and their hearts bloomed. The earth said to the seed, "Don't be afraid, I'll take care of you," and welcomed it into its sweet, soft soil. Aw, the earth welcomed it, dug itself into the sweet, soft soil, and planted itself there. The water said to the seed, "Don't be afraid, I'll take care of you," and watered it with crystal clear droplets of rain. This is a great book for our theme, for our spring theme. Look at the clouds and the rain. And there's the little seed. The sky said to the seed, "Don't be afraid, I'll take care of you," and made the bright, warm sun rise. Look at how pretty that is. Doesn't that make you feel happy? What's the feeling that you get in the comment section when you see this page? What's the feeling? What feeling does this make you feel? This makes me feel happy. Warmth, Anna Ferguson. It does match my wallet car, you're right. Warm. And then look at these patterns down here. These reds and blues, earth tones. Earth tones. The seed took heart. It grew and became a tiny shoot. It grew and became a sapling. It grew and eventually became a magnificent leafy tree in full bloom. The little seed. First a shoot, Alice carried comfort. A sapling, and then a full bloom tree. One day a single bird arrived, a tiny blackcap. The tree saw how lost and lonely the little bird looked and said, "Stay here and build your nest in my branches. I'll take care of you." Guys, we love a good moon in children's literature. But look at this moon. This moon is special. Little bird flies onto the tree. Tree says, "Build your nest here. I'll take care of you." Isn't that a gorgeous picture? Gorgeous. The blackcap took heart. She built her nest in the branches of the trees and felt safe and protected. One day she laid an egg. She sat on it patiently until the shell cracked and a tiny chick hatched. "I'll take care of you," said the blackcap. She kept it warm and taught it how to sing and fly. Guys, we're getting a lot of good colors tonight. We're getting a lot of good colors tonight. Got these reds. So the black cat ended up having a little baby chick. And it ended up telling the little baby chick, "I'll take care of you." When the time came, the chick grew strong and left the nest. The blossoms on the tree lost their petals and slowly turned into apples. Yes, very beautiful, huh? Kind of pretty. So now the tree we find out that the tree is an apple tree. It's sprouting apples. There's the nest, the bird. Then the time came when all the apples were gone from the tree. All but one. Guys, look at how pretty this picture is. And the words are part of the art. The words are part of the art. Soon, it too fell and split open, releasing the seed it contained. The wind came and carried them away. It scattered all the seeds where they would be cared for by the earth, the sky, and the water. Yes, Anna Ferguson, you're right. It scattered all the seeds where they would be cared for by the earth, the sky, and the sun. Look at those red apples. All but one. One seed fell among the rocks without any soil, sun, or rain. The tree's crown hung as it wept for the dying seed. "Don't worry, I'll take care of you, tiny one," said the black cat. So this one little seed got lost its way. But we got this gorgeous black cat that's going to come and save it. Quickly, she swooped down from her nest in the tree. Carefully, she picked up the tiny seed in her beak and gave it to the earth. Guys, look at this is the same picture. We didn't notice that she had a seed in her mouth. But now that we've read the story, we understand why she has a seed in her mouth. A seed in her mouth. Patiently, she waited, hoping it would grow, singing with all her heart. Until one day she saw a tiny shoot appear. Anna Ferguson, you're right. It starts all over again. The end. I'll take care of you. This is a really good one. There's another one on here called Just to See You. We're going to have to look into that. This was a good one. You guys got 4 out of 4 good titles tonight. 4 out of 4. 4 out of 4. We started with Froggy Goes to Bed, Otis, Angel and the Paper Trail, and then I'll Take Care of You. These two are the same. They both ended where they began. He started in the library with the red book and ended with the yellow book. And then this one is all about seeds. Great themes. Great themes. Yes, we love a good Froggy book. Love a good Froggy. Allison Ferguson, 3, but I also love 4. Yeah, I agree. I liked 4, but I'm going to stick with Otis. I love the Otis story. It's really good. Okay, what are our votes tonight? What is everybody feeling? It's 10:06. Okay. What is everybody feeling? We need to find the buds. We didn't put up the buds yesterday. We didn't put up our spring buds. So we're going to do 2 tonight to make up. Because we're falling a little behind. We are falling a little behind. Magali, 3. We need to give it a little shake. We need to give it a little shake. The Rust-Oleum glitter. Rust-Oleum glitter. Look at that one, has a pink shimmer to it. A little pink shimmer. We have to put some of the buds behind here, right inside. There's one. And then 2. Guys, I'm gonna get the candle and go. Burn the place down. Burn it down. Our tree, every time I look at our tree, it makes me so happy. Every time I look at our tree, It makes me so happy. All right. I love the sound of the bottle being shaken. I love it too, Anthony. It's a good sound. Alrighty, friends. Thank you so much. We're going to end a little early tonight. Normally I would read 5, but I'm a little tired today. Today was a long day. Today was a long day. Remember that tomorrow is Project Wednesday. We will be doing a project tomorrow. We'll read one book. We'll go right into the project. Samantha, make sure that you get them floors done. Gotta get them floors done. Everybody have a good night. Thank you for the 22,000 likes. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your company tonight. It was always the best. Have a good night, everybody.